and a high today of about 36 degrees.
Thanks for seeking out the sun for us. Jenny, thanks. An Action 2 News update on a story we've been following since mid-October in Neenah. After weeks of investigating, police say they've arrested a man in connection with a deadly robbery at Short Branch Saloon. That's the October 14th shooting that killed Kevin Hollywood Hine just 2 weeks before his 60th birthday. He was at the saloon during the early morning robbery. Since then, police had been looking for the suspect responsible for Hine's death. Last night, the Neenah police chief announcing the arrest of a Menasha man, 36-year-old Casey Cameron. Police are recommending several charges against him, including first-degree intentional homicide and robbery. Online court records don't show a criminal history for Cameron in Wisconsin, but they do indicate he used to live near Short Branch Saloon. Chief Aaron Olson didn't say what led investigators to Cameron.
After the senseless act occurred, I promised the media and the public that our investigators would relentlessly pursue justice. And our investigators did just that. They relentlessly pursued justice. And understand this, criminal behavior will not be tolerated in the city of Neenah. It will not be tolerated.
Action 2 News saw police searching a home on Racine Street in Menasha last night. Police did not confirm that Cameron lives there, but online records connect him to this house. We also found Cameron was and has ties to someone who works at Short Branch Saloon. He posted on Facebook just hours after the shooting, trying to ease concerns about whether that person was okay. He writes, quote, "Keep the other families and folks present in hearts and minds, please," end quote. Cameron is expected to appear in court next week. That's when the criminal complaint is likely to be released as well, which would reveal more details about the robbery. We will keep following the story for you as it develops. We also have a new update this morning about a deadly police shooting in Two Rivers. Gun and drug charges have now been filed against 31-year-old William Tyler Langrick of Menasha, who was driving the car officers pulled over on Monday. Two Rivers officer Dakota Gomez shot the car's passenger as 30-year-old Nash Fisk of Green Bay during the stop. Officer Gomez is on administrative leave. Prosecutors say there were 2 guns in the car, and Fisk gave one to Langrick after they got pulled over. The Wisconsin Department of Justice is now investigating. New this morning, Governor Tony Evers proposing raising the minimum hourly wage for state employees to $15. The Evers administration's new employee compensation plan calls for all permanent state workers to get $15 an hour starting in June. It would also increase salaries by 2% each year and give raises to prison guards. Evers expects it to cost over $84 million. The legislature would need to approve the plan. New overnight, a soldier killed in World War II comes home to Milwaukee more than 70 years after his death. A plane carrying the body of Eugene Lockowitz landed at Mitchell International Airport last night. Lockowitz was just 19 years old when he went missing in battle in Germany. DNA analysis recently helped identify his remains. He'll be buried a week from today next to his parents in Milwaukee. Continuing coverage, quick thinking and preparation save a bow hunter's life after he fell on an arrow in Fond du Lac County. This happened about half a mile into the woods near Oakfield Thursday. 39-year-old Jonathan Henninger made himself a tourniquet after the arrow cut his arm. The rescue crews tracked his GPS coordinates to find him.
The mistake everybody makes is panicking, and he had the wherewithal to, get his cell phone out, call for help, apply the tourniquet. Had he not done that, it may be a completely different situation.
It certainly helped, and I'm confident had he not done that, he would have died just based on the amount of blood loss and the blood that was at the scene when we got there.
The DNR says to avoid something like this is a message for hunters. You should not walk with an arrow notched in your bow. New overnight, 3 people have died in unprecedented wildfires in eastern Australia. At least 7 others are missing in New South Wales as firefighters try to stop a nearly 100 fires that have forced thousands out of their homes and burned hundreds of thousands of acres. A long drought has fueled the flames, and summer is just starting there. Fire officials say they haven't had time to evacuate some towns because the fires are spreading so fast. Lots still ahead. An organization in our area wants to give struggling families the best Christmas ever. How they're making it happen and how you can be part of it. Coming up.
You're watching Action 2 News this morning with Aisha Morales, your first alert station.